special edition of your Moment of Inspiration, your most educative and informative show. And today I have with me here Peter Owusu Ansah, and the topic for today's show is discovering your mission to impact the world. And he has it in his book, Purpose Unlocked. And he's going to help us talk more about purpose, how to find purpose and how to work with purpose, how to impact your world. You cannot do that if you don't have any purpose or goal or vision. And Mr. Peter has it here, and he's going to share everything with us. Peter, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you.
So, first of all, somebody would ask, who is Peter?
Well, I'm Peter Owusu Ansah, like you rightly said. I'm 35 years of age. Yeah, I have a degree from the University of Ghana. Legon. I'm a Catholic.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm a charismatic Catholic. I should say, yeah, I hail from Kumasi in Ashanti region. I have a family. I'm married with 2 children. Basically, that is who I am.
Okay. So, how did you come about this book? What actually inspired you to write such a wonderful and educative book, Purpose Unlocked, discovering your mission to impact the world?
Growing up, I think I'm blessed with a lot of gifts. I'm multi-talented and all that. And I realized from the secondary school to the university, I always had an issue with choices. That with even my courses, academic work and all that. I remember from level 100 even to 200, I didn't know the course to choose, to drop and all that. And so growing up, I said no. At the point I wanted to be a lawyer, at the point I wanted to go into clinical psychology. There was this confusion. At the point I had dreamt of becoming a priest before I was in the university, but through prayer and experience, I came to really find myself, and I realized that it looks as if there's this fulfillment when you find your true self. There's this fulfillment that no other man can give to you. And I look around and I see quite a number of people who are confused about their lives. They don't know what they are about in this world. And so I got inspired to share from my experience and also use this book as a manual to also help others who have been in the state that I was before.
Wow. So you have articulately defined what purpose is. Can you share with our audience based on what you have here in the book?
I have here in the book, I believe each and every one of us was created for, if not a specific thing, for some specific things. And purpose is something which is already in God. God is our source. And before He created, when you read Jeremiah chapter 1, verse 1 to 5, He said, even in our mother, before we were formed in our mother's womb, He knew us. When you were a clot of blood in your mother, God had already, planned what you were to live on this earth for. So once you come to this earth, the thing is already in God, who is your source. So when you get to Him, you discover through your experiences, through your interaction with Him. So basically, purpose is that one thing for which each and every one of us was created for. Yeah, you are not a mistake on earth. You were born with a mission, with an assignment. You are born with solutions, and there are challenges here on earth that I believe people were specifically created to come and be problem solvers to those challenges. And I believe that is what defines a person's purpose.
You have here that time and meaning and energy has no reason if you haven't really found your purpose. I think it is very important, and that is why a lot of people are stranded in life, doing a whole lot of things, a lot of hard work, a lot of but then at the end of the day they feel demoralized, lack of meaning, just because they haven't really found purpose. In your case, how did you identify? You talked about the fact that you had so many things that you were aiming for in life. How did you really come to that realization that this is exactly what God has for you, and you started pursuing it?
Well, I thank God for my spiritual upbringing. So from even my childhood stages, I've been someone who has been so much into church stuff. So I should say the spiritual aspect I was in tune with God. Then experiences and even confirmation from other people. Yeah, that maybe when you do a song, maybe you do a poem, you do a poetry, the feedback that come from people. Then I think the most of it all is that conviction within me. I came to a point and I realized, no, Peter, this is you. There were times I tried other things, trying to try my hands on other things and see if maybe I'll be good at that. And I didn't have the natural flow and flair. But there were some things, I mean, let me sleep and call me to come and do a song. I would just go at it and give you a good work. So these things were giving me signs that, wow, well, maybe I'm studying for this, I'm doing this, but deep within me naturally, this is what I believe God has, designed me for my personal experience.
I think we'll really come back to that and expand more on that. But can you walk us through how you have stipulated in your book the types of purposes that we have?
Well, in the book, I talk about specific, and general purposes. For example, when we talk about a general purpose, there are certain purposes that I believe God, once you come into this world, every human being is supposed to love. For example, okay, you're a human being, there's the nature of love, then you as a human being to express in your interaction with other people. So that one, you don't have to be a Christian, a Muslim, whatever. Once you are a human being, you have to love. It is general that God has for us. But when it comes to specific purpose, even when it comes to love, let's still, based on the love. With a general love, it is possible maybe you must have a special kind of love for children. Okay, maybe you must have a special kind of love for music, and that becomes your specific purpose. You get me? So general purpose is for everybody, but specifically God deals with us on individual basis. So when it comes to specific purpose, that is what I mean by specific purposes. Then I also spoke about intended purpose. God intended for you to be A, and not B. Yes, you can go and be B, C, you allow it, but the original intention of God was for you to be A. So there are lots of people, they go around, they go in circles, but you realize they still come back to the original. That is the intended. That in the mind of God, when God was creating you, that was his idea, of you. So when it comes to the types of purpose, the invented purpose. I spoke about invented purpose. God sent Jonah to go to the people of Nineveh and do A, B, speak to them. But he got there and I think he wanted to invent his own way. You see, and it did not go well with there are people, maybe you've been called into entrepreneurship. That is what God is calling you back to do. But maybe God wants you to be in the agro business. But you realize, maybe the economy is not too good. So you maneuver your way and you want to get into maybe export and import. You are still in the business sector, all right. But the main thing is the agro business. That is where, so invented is like you are trying to create because of the circumstance around you and all that.
But there is a popular teaching going around in the world today that if you are not happy with something, you are not happy with the kind of work that you are doing, you are not happy with the kind of profession that you are in, you create. And God has also made us creative. He has given us that creativity to invent certain things that we want, to have a good life in a way. Is it a bad thing for me to create or invent my own purpose and follow it?
Like you said, that creative ability is in us, natural.
God gave it to us.
He gave it.
He expects us to use it.
Wisdom and all that. But at the end of the day, at the end of the day, is that creativity in line with the will of God for your life? Yeah, that is something which is very critical and crucial.
So how do we verify? How do we verify, or how do we see if it is in line with
the will of God? Society has a number of parameters to define some of these things. Yeah, sometimes you want to look at maybe the amount of money you are making. There are people who are touching lives with maybe their money, their wealth, their income, and all that. But at the end of the day, they still sit back and deep within them, they know that this is not what I am supposed to do. So I believe it's not easy getting to that point where you know that what I'm doing is really what God wants me to do. It takes time for you, through experience, through confirmation, and if you are really true to yourself and you really know that yourself, like one philosopher said, an unexamined life is not worth living. If you are honest to yourself and you listen to your heart, and you will know that no, this thing I'm not just in it, but I believe God has ordained me to walk in this path.
You spoke about specific purpose and then intended purpose. I think they are quite related. Or are there any difference between the intended and then the specific purpose? Because I see all of them to be specific and intended in a way. So
yeah, intended. God's original intent. Yeah. Okay. Then even in the original intention, okay, it could be specific and it could be general.
Okay. So I would say they are interrelated.
Yeah, interrelated somehow.
Yes, that's amazing. That's amazing. Now then, if I want to be very sure that this is my purpose in life, how can I go about it?
That's a good question, and
I don't want to make a mistake in life. I don't want to end up doing things that God has not called me to do. So what are the practical steps that I should follow to be able to arrive at that which God has actually called me to do?
I listened to the late Mas Moreau in one of his. He's one man who really, did a lot on the issue of purpose.
The purpose-driven man.
That is it. And he said one of the most important questions everybody must ask is why. Why? So in wanting to know what your true purpose is, I believe. We have gadgets, we have televisions, we have and all that, and these machines, gadgets come with manual. Okay. You get it. And these television gadgets have manufacturers. Okay. And the manufacturer did the manual so that whilst you are operating the thing and maybe it's faulty or it's not functioning well, you have to fall back to the manual, because at that point the manufacturer is not there. In our case, let me say, God is our creator. God is our source. The Bible says in Acts that in Him we live, move, and have our being. So if you really want to know what you are, you must go back to the person who made you, who created you. So in my book, one of the chapters I call it Ask the Lord. Ask the Lord. When you read, is it Jeremiah 33:3? He said, call on me and I will show. God was specific. He said, I will show. As human as you are, there are other things we'll try to get your attention to. There are pressures from family, from parents, and all that to give you a certain direction. But God is your source. Sure. So the first thing you must do, each and every one of us must do, is to get back to the source. That is God. And I believe He will give us the direction, through inspiration as to what He created us for. And we can do that through prayer. Constant communication with God, asking Him. You see, Christians these days have become too, noisy. We after praying, we don't even sit to listen, meditate. So when you get to that level with God, He begins to, open up things, for you. So the first step is to ask, get back to God. Then I also talk about the pointers. The pointers. Growing up, I realized I was a good orator. I could speak well. I always tell people that my destiny, my destiny is in my tongue, is in my mouth. I sing, I preach, and these things. I mean, I can be a teller, bank teller. How will I be preaching? I mean, as a teller. Yeah, you get it. So
perhaps it might be possible, but it would be quite stressful.
Quite stressful.
You wouldn't really enjoy the process.
At a point, maybe customers will even this teller, you're not talking too much.
So
you just came here to take our money and you're engaging us. So I got to realize I have these gifts. You see, singing, I sing, I write, I preach, I talk, and somehow they were connecting. So sometimes through our gift, through our talent, you get to realize, no, these things connect to this career or profession direction. It gives you direction. Yeah. So these are some of the things we need to really look into. Them passion and power. In my book, I use the Ayu brothers as an example. In as much as Jordan Ayu and the Ayu may not be so skillful like Messi or Ronaldo, you realize that no, these guys, it looks as if the thing is in their gene, is in them, okay, and they are passionate about it, okay. You realize even from their infancy. I remember those days on campus, we used to go to Nania FC, their park, and that is where they started training. If you are passionate about something, if I'm talking, if I'm singing, if I'm preaching, I mean, it's within, it comes. You see, it's not something you struggle with. When I'm sleeping, I'm thinking about how to touch lives, how to maybe compose on when is my next book coming. The thing is on my mind. I'm passionate about it. It controls my emotions and all that. These things may not, of course, it may not necessarily, come as in individually. What would maybe working for me might not be working for you. But in a nutshell, these things lead us to our purposes. Yeah, these things. I also talked about mentors. Yeah, and I believe, you see, when you look at the life of Samuel in the Bible, that when he was growing up, he was in the temple with the prophet, is it Eli? And at a point, was it in his sleep, he was having a dream or a spiritual experience, that he heard a voice, Samuel. Then the boy woke up and went to the prophet Eli. Then again, a second time, a third time, then the prophet, by experience, got to know, because he was used to the voice of God. He said, no, my son, this voice that you hear is not the voice of man, but it's the voice of God. So you see, Samuel was growing up in something that Eli was a master. Okay, I should say he was a professor in it. Okay, so sometimes through these mentors and people that we look up to, they are able to direct as they see you that, no, Peter, I think you'll be good at this. And that is why it is important that we shouldn't just make anybody a mentor. You can have role models and all that, but mentors are people who really know you, close to you, and especially they have they spiritually oversee they must be ahead of you, even in cognitive ability, in spiritual abilities and all, and they are able to, through experience, tell you that, no, I think you are good at it, I think you are. So basically, we want to know your purpose. These 4 tools will really guide us. Guide us. What do I keep returning to? Okay, you keep coming back to. There have been times people have approached me. It got to a point that I said, okay, I'm not practicing my next. And for some time now, people come to you and they say, Peter, why don't you, money issue and other things and other. Then sometimes I want to give in, I want to try, but something within me, I always come back to the main thing. That is, offering myself for the young people, reaching out to them, motivating them, giving them encouragement and inspiration. That is what I believe I am cut for. So these things help us to know that, no, I'm passionate about this. Then what am I good at?
are certain people who have actually found their purpose in life. They know this is exactly what I am called to do. But they're looking at other people, comparing themselves, and thinking, oh, this is okay. I'm called to be a farmer. I'm called to be this. No, I want to be this because my brother is this, my sister is that. And they keep comparing themselves to these people, and they make their purpose, their cause look like kind of inferior. What do you have to say about such issues? Because it happens.
Yeah.
It happens when people keep comparing themselves to people and think their purpose is inferior, and they want to be the president, they want to be the minister, they want to be the doctor. Meanwhile, they've been called to do something different from that.
Yeah, and you see, each and every one of us, we are important in the sight of God. Okay. Of course, society will define a person as maybe a higher pedigree or whatever. Society, not God. In the sight of God, I believe the ant is as important as the elephant. Okay, so sometimes, yes, people are receiving praises. Maybe what you are doing, people even don't see it. They don't see it, so they don't give you the praise and all that. You are tempted to compare yourself with maybe somebody who is a star singing here and there, a celebrity or whatever. But it's possible that person you call a celebrity in the sight of God has missed the mark. So there's that tendency. Okay, but I want to encourage people that you are not in this world to please man. There are two most important people you have to please: God and yourself. At even certain stages, I believe even parents can become obstacles when we want to friends. Yeah, people you look up to. Sometimes when you want to dream big, look at Joseph. He wanted to dream big. They say, you this guy. They even wanted to kill him at a point. Okay, so don't look at what people are saying. What is God telling you? What is that conviction within you? Please God, please yourself. Don't please man.
Wow, this is so amazing. That even reminds me of the story of Jesus and Peter. Remember, Jesus was talking about the fact that it was his purpose to come to the world and die. And Peter was like, no, my Lord, you are not going to die. Jesus was like, say that again. Sometimes our friends and our family, because of the kind of love and the kind of the protection they want to give us, we try to stand in our purpose or in our way. But we have to be able to develop that courage to still stand.
That confidence.
This is what I am called to do. Yes, it might cause me challenges, it might bring me pain, but because it pleases God, I am okay with that. I think that is the level that all of us have to do. If we really want to please God and do what God has called us to do. Share with us your personal experience.
It hasn't been easy. Okay, and I finished Legon for about 10 years ago.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm a graduate nurse, and when I got to realize, I believe maybe one day I'll come back to work as a nurse. I believe at a point, maybe God in His own way will. But when I came to the point that no, yes, I've gone to school to study for this, but I don't think this is what I'm called to do. I mean, even my mom, having to be the only child of my mom, and after sponsoring you from primary to the university, you come back to tell me you are not going to work.
What a waste!
Wow. Okay. So you even people, friends around me, others even thought I was a lazy guy. Yeah, you are not serious in life. You want easy way in life. And all that. So I received all these insults and criticisms, verbal attacks, and all that. But deep within me, I knew where I was going. You see, what I do, even though there are no monetary, values, blessings, material gains. My friends, some of them have built houses, they are riding in their Porsche cars. But because of what I do, I don't enjoy all these things. But like the Bible said, and David encouraged himself in the Lord. That has been my encouragement. There's a song that something inside so strong. Okay, anytime I lie on my bed, I can see the future. I can see that greatness in me, and I believe this is the path that will take me there. I'm not looking at whatever somebody is doing. It's been challenging. People that you expect to help you won't help you. People that you expect to understand that no, they won't understand you. But we don't give up. I've been through, I've failed exams, okay? I wrote somewhere in my book that even after my degree, I have to write for my professional exam, and there's this paper, I had 5 opportunities to write it. For 4 times, I was failing. and it was on the last attempt that I got. I could have even given up. Even in coming out with this book, I had challenges. There were times that, money wasn't forthcoming. Okay, there were times, I went through challenges, but okay, I knew the God who has called me, and I was so convinced that this was what He wants me to do. And with strength from above, I keep on, going on, never giving up. Yeah, this has been my experience. This has been my experience. And you see, there's something I call social capital. Because of the kind of things I do, I have links. I know people. I've invested. You see, so when I was launching my book, it was a success. There were a few people around, but it was a success. When I was married, it was like a crusade, a revival, because I've invested in people. And trust me, even though I say that I'm not paid, I've never been on any monthly salary, ask me, how do I live? How do I survive? It is the Lord. Through the people that He has connected me, because I've sown seeds into them. Those seeds are now growing into fruit, and they give back to me. What else do I need here in this world? Yeah. So that has been my experience so far.
It wouldn't be easy. It wouldn't be that nice. But with the help of God, you will definitely make it. This is Peter. This is his life experience that he has shared with us in his book, Purpose Unlocked. I know definitely you might be going through certain challenges quite similar to his, and perhaps mine, but you don't have to give up. Keep on fighting for it. He said, ask the Lord. Go to people, experienced people in the society, in the community, get mentors, people who are going to impact on your life, people who are going to direct you, and not people who are going to exploit you. So I think we have had a very wonderful interview. But before we go, I would want Peter to share with us, give us an advice. Share an advice to our viewers, the people who are watching. And most of you are students, and perhaps you find yourself in his situation whereby you are stuck in a course or a subject that you are not so passionate about, and you don't even know what to do. You feel like giving up, you feel like going for it, you don't even know what to do. People are criticizing you, insulting you, and you feel like, no, life is unbearable. What do you do, Peter?
Yeah, so I'm speaking to you out there. You may be a Christian, you may be a Muslim, a Buddhist. You see, let me tell you, when God created, and the Bible says He created each and every one of us in His image and in His likeness, and He breathed His Spirit into us. So irrespective of your religious orientation, the Spirit of God is in each and every one of us. And I want to assure and encourage you, listen to that Spirit of God within that deep conviction. I know there are people who sometimes follow certain passion that is not of God. You have to be careful about that too. But you see, you can't miss that deep. You know that no, this thing is of God. When you come to that stage of your life, don't let anybody come in between. And you see, consider the time. There are times, of course, people, you have to go through education maybe at a certain level. But like the Bible says in Habakkuk, at the appointed time, it will speak. So I'm speaking to you out there. Challenges will come. People will frustrate your life. At the point you feel like giving, it is normal. But don't lose focus. Focus on your agenda. Focus on your purpose. And I tell you, one day, someday will come. People will not remember your woes, your weaknesses, your challenges. You will become even a signboard for others to look up to. Don't give up. Don't throw in the towel. Keep on moving on. One day, you will tell your story and you'll be celebrated. In Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. This is Jilly Spice in collaboration with Maxino Media, and we bring you your moment of inspiration. We've talked about purpose, unlocking your purpose, getting to know your purpose and impact the world. I believe you have had a very wonderful interview with us. And I would want you to keep watching your Moment of Inspiration on Maxino TV. It will bring you live and very wonderful events like this, bringing people on board to come and inspire you to go after your vision and your goal in life. Keep watching your Moment of Inspiration. Peter, thank you very much for such a wonderful time. If somebody wants to get the book, how would the person be able to contact you?
You can contact me via Facebook. Okay. Yeah, my account Peter Owusu Ansah. Yeah, I have copies at Legon, the college at St. Thomas Aquinas College. There are some on online Amazon. If you are outside Ghana, wherever you are in the world, you can get copies. Yeah. Printed copy, hard copy, and online copies on Amazon, as well. And if you contact me, and my number is on Facebook as well, you can get in touch with me. I do personal deliveries as well.
Well, thank you very much, Peter, and may God bless you.
Amen.
And we do hope and pray that this book will go far and touch people's lives.
Amen.
In Jesus' name.
Amen.